crucial, to our healthcare delivery system is the primary healthcare sector. Because, the health sector is divided into three: the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary. And if we don't fix the primary healthcare, there'll be enormous pressure on the secondary and tertiary, healthcare sector. So, for example, somebody has headache, or somebody has malaria. You don't need to go to a secondary or tertiary, facility. That should be handled at the primary healthcare level. So we need a robust plan, for primary healthcare. We also need to sufficiently develop, secondary healthcare, so that we have less pressure. What we are going to be seeing at the tertiary level would be serious cases that are beyond the comprehension of primary and secondary, healthcare facility. If we are to tackle security, then it means that we need to carry out a wholesale surgical operation in the police. Without any doubt, we need to fund the police more. I've always been part of those who argue and say that, look, Nigeria is not even spending sufficient money on security, and that is the truth. And the best way for you to know whether we are spending money, sufficient money on security or not, is to look at the Nigeria police.
All right.
Whatever you see of Nigeria police is a reflection of how much
we put in there.
Of course, because
but they say a lot of money has been put in there.
No, what kind of money?
The fear of people who siphon the money. Because even in the military, we know how much we've spent. Our budget, I mean, when you look at the budget for each year, the larger chunk of that budget goes to that, but then we don't see it on ground.
Budget and actual release of funds are two different things. You can budget ₦1 billion for a project, and what you're able to raise for that project at the end of the year is just about 300 or 400 million naira. So budget and actual release of money to that sector are two different things. For the police, it's easy for you to know whether the police is well funded or not. Some have also argued that, look, even the ones they get, do they make sufficient utilization?
The issues of cutting corners of people siphoning these funds.
I agree to that, but we cannot say because of that, then we begin to reduce the funding of police, or we don't care. Look, just mention, I think outside of the police headquarters, or maybe the first headquarters in Abuja, or some special unit in the police force, how many police stations in Nigeria, how many of them can you say have just a simple CCTV at their entrance? That's how to tell you whether police is funded or not.
Do they even have their field cars?
How many vehicles, operational vehicles, do they even have? Look, if not for state governors, Nigeria police will have collapsed, without any doubt. I'm sure you know that governors across the states have contributed immensely into buying vehicles for police, into buying bulletproof vests for police, into buying armor personnel carrier for police. All manner of things that state governors have contributed, to the police that is actually federal government owned. So you can understand that, look, without the state governors, Nigeria police may have even collapsed. So we need to fund police more. Internal security is the sole responsibility of the police, not of the military. We're involving the army particularly in too much operations in what should have been ordinarily the internal affairs, and that should have been the function, of the Nigeria police. So for security, we need to fund police more. We need more policemen, without any doubt. There will be bad eggs. There's no way you rule out bad eggs, but it's not left for the police to be able to discipline officers.